Alright, this is the best Guardian Deity rewards in Suikoden 2. A lot of people will say like the Fortune Orb, the Prosperity Orb, but you can get those by the DLC, the pre-order, the remaster. So in the remaster, it's not really worth picking those in this, since you can already get those from the pre-order thing. Most people already have access to them. So, some of the other good ones like the Hunter Orb, the Exertion Orb, you know, and I'll go ahead and show you the combination to get the Exertion Orb right now. It's Turtle, Rabbit, Unicorn, Unicorn is the combination for that. Turtle, Rabbit, Unicorn, Unicorn. The Exertion Orb is really good. I used it in my challenge run of Suikoden 2. Can you beat Suikoden 2 using only Ryu? So it is a very powerful orb. That's a really good one. You can get you can get two of them basically because you get one for free. So if you want a second Exertion Orb, you should pick this, and I'll go ahead and show me getting it here, and then I'll load up my save. There's a ton of different combinations for this. Like, there's a crazy amount of combinations. And no, I'm not showing every combination. That's insane. That would be insane. But in the remaster, this is a good one. Yeah, it'll start glowing and then it'll give you an item. There you go, you get the Exertion Orb. Yeah, let's discard it. So yeah, what the Exertion Orb does is every turn you get more and more attack, up to a total of ×2 attack. So yeah, very powerful. You basically give it to your weapon, so you're not using a rune slot either with it, so it's just really good to have, you know. So that's the one I would recommend you get. I happened to get a Hunter Orb earlier, but Hunter Orb's another good one to get. So we can go ahead. I'll go ahead and show me getting that as well. And I'll show you how to get the Prosperity and the Fortune Orb as well, in case you didn't do the pre-order, because those are really good as well. So let's go ahead and get the next one now. Alright, so the next one is Unicorn, Unicorn, Turtle, Unicorn. Unicorn, Unicorn, Turtle, Unicorn. And this will get you the Hunter Orb, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to speed this up now. What is that monstrosity? And you get the Hunter Orb. So what the Hunter Orb does is it guarantees the item drop if you hit the enemy, but your hit percentage goes down a lot. I think you deal like 1 damage as well or something like that. But it guarantees you get an item drop. You hit 5%. Yeah, that's right. I was right. So you hit 5% chance to hit. You deal 1 damage. Enemies drop items, and you equip it on your weapon, and you get a guaranteed item drop. So that could be really handy. And just as a bonus, I'll show you how to get the Prosperity and the Fortune as well. In the original game, there was no way to get the Prosperity Orb except for with the Guardian Deity. I'm not sure about the Fortune Rune, but in the original game, the only way to get a prosperity rune is by doing this. Nope, there's no way to get a fortune rune either in Suikoden 2, except for by doing this, so yeah. Unfortunately, you have to get the fortune rune and the prosperity rune from this in the original game. Luckily with this combination you can get both of them. So rabbit turtle, rabbit turtle. This is the correct, this is what you want to pick in the original game. So rabbit, turtle, rabbit, turtle. So this is the correct combination in the original game to pick. In this version, HD Remaster, I recommend getting an exertion orb. That's what I recommend. Having an extra one of them is going to be really handy for you, since you already get a prosperity and a fortune anyway. And with the hunter rune, eventually you're going to get item drops. So it's not recommended that you pick the hunter orb because you can get one from other ways, for one thing, and for two, you only need one of them. So if you get one from another way, it's completely useless, right? Because you only need one of them. I mean, you could have two, and it would be handy to have two, but because then you have two characters that can potentially hit, you know. But in my opinion, that's not really worth it. So I'll just get a 100 orb by other ways, and just pick just get a second exertion orb, and that's what I recommend. So, but there you go. That's the good combinations of the Guardian Deities. There's other combinations too. Like you can get like a flame helmet. You can get like a dream robe. You can get some legendary armor. You know, so getting 2 copies of some legendary armor could help too. But I'm not going to show those in this video. But just check out the list on Suikoden source. There's a whole list of all the combinations of items you can get. So, and if I remember, I'll put a link down below in the description to that site. You can check it out yourself. Which one you want. You don't necessarily have to pick the ones that I recommend, you know. You should mainly pick the ones that you want. Pick the reward that you want, you know. But those are the ones that other people recommend. If you type it in, you know, the best Guardian Deity rewards, that's what people recommend. So, this has been the best Guardian Deity rewards in Suikoden 2 HD Remaster. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my other guides for Suikoden 2 HD and Suikoden 1 HD as well. I did guides for that game too. And consider subscribing. I post multiple videos every single day of not just Suikoden, but other JRPGs. And I play Hearthstone from time to time as well. So if you're interested in that, subscribe and like the video as well. It helps the channel out a lot. Later.